Hey, this is Shelley Kraft, and welcome to SNN Live. We're at the Biotech Showcase 2012. I have Don Johnston from BioWorld today and Medical Device Daily. It's a private company, and we're going to find out exactly what's going on in the world today, in that biotech world, in San Francisco. Welcome, Donald. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so let's get right into it. You got how many conferences going on, big and small and everything else?
Well, there's 3 meetings here in San Francisco, and we're covering all of them. Our mandate is to be the news service of record in both the biotech and the medtech industries. So it's very important for us to be here. And we've been at the JP Morgan meeting. We were here at the Biotech Showcase, and there's a medtech meeting up the street as well. We've got a significant editorial presence here. I've got 3 reporters that are covering these meetings. We're writing stories about the workshops and the panels. We've also been tweeting very aggressively. Little bits of information, bullet points from some of the talks that we've heard, and observations about the scene on the street and in the hotels and so forth. And we have a marketing presence. We've got some folks that are making copies and distributing our wares so that people can see what we do and hopefully subscribe.
What's hot, what's not?
I think there's 2 themes that always come up at biotech and medtech meetings. One is, where's the money coming from? And there's been multiple panels over the course of the last couple of days about financing, and particularly for the small biotech and medtech companies, how they're going to get money to do what they need to do. And secondly is the international change that you've seen in both these industries. There's a significant Chinese presence and Indian presence, and a lot of panels where those issues and working with those folks around the world are being discussed.
Now, as far as technology, has anything jumped out at you?
I think there's a lot of early stage stuff out there that and these companies are trying to get the attention of the much larger companies that they can partner with. There's nothing in particular that I've seen that jumped out at me, but they're all trying to go to these partnering meetings and get the attention of the investors and of the larger companies.
How busy are these conferences?
They're extremely busy. I know the partnering is booked very significantly. It's really busy for us. We're up very early to get our issues made, and we're up late at night covering the meetings and the conferences and the parties as well.
The parties.
There are a lot of receptions, a lot of parties. I went to a really great tweet up last night with all the people that tweet in biotech. It was a lot of fun.
So, in terms of regenerative medicine, I would say that's a big to-do. Would you agree? I
would agree. I'm glad you asked that, because that would probably be the third theme that I would highlight from these meetings is international financing and regenerative medicine as well.
What a growth area. I mean, I'm just, thankfully, because I always say one day we'll all be patients. It's such good news to see this on the horizon.
It is good news. It's going to be expensive to develop. It's complicated. But I think that this industry has shown that when enough resources and brain power are put against a particular, human affliction or human problem, that there's a solution out there.
Yeah, we've done a bunch of interviews with some really talented, extremely bright individuals, to the extent that I'm like, I've been floored a couple of times with what I'm hearing.
It's very dazzling. I mean, if you I sat through, 6 or 7 company presentations in a row, and the CEO gets up there and walks everybody through the science, and walks everybody through their management, and walks everybody through the financing that they've been able to get so far, and it's very compelling. It's very exciting, and I think if I were in the shoes of an investor or the shoes of a big biotech or medtech company, it would be very exciting to be here and hear all those stories and decide which of those small startup companies that I might want to partner with.
And in fact, it is kind of amazing that there is such an enormous presence of one industry in one town at one time.
That's true. I mean, I was just at the lunch where Dennis Purcell was honored for having founded the H&Q conference, which morphed into the JP Morgan conference that we know today 30 years ago. So folks have been meeting to talk about biotechnology and medical technology and healthcare generally in San Francisco for 30 years. always in the first or second week of January. It is exciting, and other than the big bio meeting, which we go to and have a very big presence at, it's probably the most important week in biotech and medtech in the world.
So this is the week you don't go on vacation, you don't get sick, and you don't take your kids anywhere.
That is correct.
What's your website?
It's www.bioworld.com and medicaldevicedaily.com.
I want to thank Donald Johnston of BioWorld Today and Medical Device Daily for coming on to SNN Live. It's my pleasure to have you.